Hi, everyone, and welcome to section 2.3. I'm redoing this video because I guess the other one did not have the sound on, and I apologize for that. 2.3 has to do with solving a formula for a specific variable. Okay, so, oh, what does that mean? What happened? Oh, basically, when you're solving a formula for a specific variable, sorry guys, I don't know what just happened. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, when you're solving a formula for a specific variable, that you basically have something like this. Here's an example. We have v is equal to 1/3 pi r squared, h for h. So you treat everything as if it was a number, even if it's a variable, and I'll explain how. So we're trying to solve this formula here. We have v is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. We want to get h by itself, so that means we need to get rid of all of this other stuff, right? This stuff right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. Then I get 3v. This 1/3 and this 3 will cancel out. 3v is equal to pi r squared h. Now, since all these are being multiplied, I just have to divide by pi r squared. Then that cancels out, and you're left with h equals 3v over pi r squared, and that's it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do another example. We have c is equal to 5/9 f minus 32, and we're solving for f. This is, of course, Fahrenheit to Celsius temperature. We need to get rid of this fraction here, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 9/5. It's reciprocal, so that cancels out, and you'll get 9/5 c is equal to f minus 32. We're solving for f, so add both sides, 32 to both sides. We get f is equal to 9/5 c plus 32. Okay. Let's do another one here. We have s is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h for h. We're trying to isolate h, so I'm going to subtract 2 pi r squared. And so here some of you might be like, why are you subtracting instead of dividing? That's because they're separated by a plus, and it's positive. So on the left-hand side, I have s minus 2 pi r squared. That's equal to 2 pi r h. So I'm solving for h, so just divide both sides by 2 pi r. Okay, that cancels out. Final answer, h is equal to s minus 2 pi r squared divided by 2 pi r. Okay, you have another one. 8x plus 7y equals 15 for y. This is a good one. We usually do this where we solve for y if we have a linear equation. So we could subtract both sides by 8x. We get 7y is equal to 15 minus 8x divided by 7. And you get y is equal to 15 minus 8x divided by 7. All right. Some geometry applications. So we read, identify, we name what we're looking for, we draw if we need to, label it. We translate into equation by writing the appropriate formula, and then we solve it, check the answer, and then if you have time, answer the question with a complete sentence. So let's say here we're going to use a couple of formulas. The area of a triangular painting, so area of a triangle in general is 1/2 base times height. So it's given to us that the area is equal to 126. Okay, fine. The base is 18, and they want to know what the height is. Okay, so we use this here. We're going to plug stuff in. We have A, we have base. We don't know the height, so we leave h as is. So 126 equals 1/2 times base is 18 times h. So half of this, so 126 is equal to 9h. 126 divided by 9 is equal to 14. So we get that h equals 14. So h equals 14. Okay, how about this? The measure of one angle of a right triangle is 90 degrees more than the measure of the smallest angle. So you have one of them, let's say this is x. The other one is 40 degrees more, so x plus 40. So you have three angles. You have, it's a right triangle, so you have, let's say you have first angle measurement, second angle, and then third angle. And it's kind of arbitrary, right? So let's say the first one is the smallest. We don't know what that is, so we'll let that be x. The other one is 40 degrees more, x plus 40. And then the right angle, since it's a right triangle, that means that one of them has to be 90 degrees. So if you recall triangle sum theorem, basically in any triangle, if you add all the insides, the degrees, it's equal to 180. So we have x plus 40 plus 90, and that's equal to 180 degrees. Combine like terms, 2x plus 130 is equal to 180. Subtract 130 to both sides. So then you get 2x is equal to 50. Divide by 2, we get x is equal to 25. So that's one angle, right? So the first angle, so I'll just call it angle 1, that's equal to 25 degrees. The measure of angle 1. Measure of angle 2 is x plus 40, so 25 plus 40, so that's 65 degrees. And the measure of the third angle, of course, doesn't change, that's 90 degrees. Okay. All right, now the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem is super fun theorem where we have any right triangle, you have the legs and the hypotenuse. So here's a right triangle. This is considered a leg. This is also considered a leg. And this longest side is considered the hypotenuse. Okay. So usually we let C represent the hypotenuse, and then A and B are arbitrary. Like, who cares, you know? So the way that it's related is that the sum of the squares of the lengths of the legs is equal to the square of the length of the hypotenuse. So that's why we have A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So let's say here we have 12, 13, and we don't know what this leg is, so we could just call it A. So by Pythagorean theorem, for this, we can have A squared plus 12 squared is equal to 13 squared. A squared plus 144 is equal to 169. Subtract 144 from both sides. A squared is equal to 25. We'll take the square root. A is equal to 5. Okay, this is a special right triangle. It's called a Pythagorean triple, sorry. It's 5, 12, 13. Okay, so here we have length of a rectangle is 6 centimeters more than twice the width. So the perimeter, so let's say we have a rectangle, and we have, let's say this is the width. The length is 6 centimeters more than twice. So twice the width plus 6, okay? Now what's the formula for perimeter? Is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, right? For a, remember that the perimeter is the sum of the distances around. So peri meaning around, meter meaning distance, so distance around. Okay, that's where it originates. And here it tells us, so remember the length is 6 centimeters more than twice the width, and then the width is of course the width. So we just plug that in here. We know that the perimeter is equal to 96. So we just plug this stuff into the formula for perimeter. So we have 96 is equal to 2 times, and instead of the length, I'm going to write 2w plus 6 plus 2w. Why would I write 2w plus 6 instead of L? That's because now I have something in a single variable, and I can solve it. So 96, distributive property, that's 4w plus 12 plus 2w from over here. So that's going to be, I'm going to write the rest over here. So 96 is equal to 6w plus 12. We're solving for w. So subtract 12 from both sides. We get 84 is equal to 6w. Divide by 6. W is equal to 14. So we have 14. And then the length, what's the length? We have the length is equal to 2w times 6. So 2 times 14 plus 6, I mean. So that's 28 plus 6, so that's going to be 34. Okay, centimeters. So centimeters. All right. Now, here we have one side of a triangle is 3 inches more than the first side. So we have 3 sides. We have first side, okay, we have the second side, and then we have the third side of the triangle. So let's just, some random triangle. One side is 3 inches more than the first. So let's let the first side be x. The other side is 3 inches more than that. So x plus 3. The third side is 2 inches more than twice the first. 2 inches more than twice the first. So that's 2x plus 2. Okay. Now the perimeter is 29 inches. Remember what perimeter means. It means the distance around, right? So for a triangle, you wouldn't use 2 length plus 2 width. That doesn't make sense. For a triangle, you would just say the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So perimeter in this case is A plus B plus C, or just side by side by side. So it would be 29, because that's the perimeter, is equal to the first side plus the second side plus the third side. Okay, and then you'd have x plus 3 plus 2x plus 2. So then that's going to become like terms. 29 is equal to 4x plus 5. Subtract, we get 24 is equal to 4x. Solving for x, we get x is equal to 6. Are we done with the problem here? No, we are not, because there are 3 sides. All we did was solve for x. So we use that, go back to the problem. So the first side is 6 inches. The second side is going to be x plus 3, which is 9 inches. 6 plus 3 is 9 today. The third side is 2x plus 2, so twice the first, that's 12, plus 2, so 2 times 6 plus 2, that's going to be 14 inches, and that's all 3 sides. Okay, here we have, so that's it. Our super fun homework is 165 through 229. You can do the odds if you have time, and if you don't have that much time, you can go ahead and do the every other odds. Good luck, and I will see you on the next video.